All right, so we're going to talk today about rapport building. And we're going to talk about it because I think that anybody can go into a sale, buy a ton of leads, go in and give the same presentation, and sell a few people. Really doesn't require a ton of talent to sell the low-hanging fruit. But I think that middle tier of business and that high skill, high activity business can be sold based on the foundation of building good rapport. Rapport building is simply creating a connection with somebody, finding out some valuable information, and figuring out as you progress through the sales process what language they speak. No, not English, Spanish, or Chinese, but what life experience do they speak? What connections can I establish so that when I'm asking for bank, beneficiary, social, and the big yes at the end, I'm not getting any resistance. So let's walk through those together. First off, the rapport building phase should only take between 7 to 10 minutes. Now, you can't put an exact number on it, but you can't take all afternoon building rapport with somebody. You do that and you end up in the friend zone and you don't end up selling anything at all. I think that you can't quite quantify it, but you can tell when that person laughs, when that person smiles, when you've engaged with that person, and you can push forward into the next phase of the presentation. Next, I think during rapport building, during the warm-up, you need to talk less and listen more. I think it's a challenge for agents. Agents are, born to be able to talk. But at times during the presentation, at times during the warm-up, you need to just shut up. You just need to listen, gather information, put in your 2 cents when necessary, but especially during rapport building, this is the listening phase. The presentation is your talking phase. Next up, you need to pay attention to how the person is. Are they soft-spoken? Are they a slow talker? Are they sitting in a way that you can mirror their body language? Maybe they can begin to mirror your body language. See if you can establish that that subconscious connection in the presentation, in the warm-up phase, so that during the presentation, you're able to move through a lot better with a lot less resistance. Number 4, have structure to your warm-up. Obviously, you have a structure to your presentation. You've got step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on and so forth. But in your warm-up phase, you also need to have some form of structure. The questions you ask, the information you gather, the jokes that you tell. You're basically giving a stage show, and the stage show and the TV show and the movies all have the same script. So my encouragement to you is you should have the same script. Now, it doesn't have to be like a robot, but structure is crucial. If you're warming up with somebody, if you're letting them talk, and they take you on some 20-year journey through their life, you're going to lose the sale before the presentation even really started. So have a structure to how you ask, the jokes you tell, and the information that you gather. If you need some structure, use the fort analogy: family, occupation, recreation, and transition to insurance. Those are crucial. Those are guides down the path of small talk. When I got into the business, I wasn't really good at small talking people. I was a paramedic. I was good at getting in your home and getting you to the hospital, but getting to know you along the way wasn't exactly in the textbook. The textbook of final expense, when it speaks about rapport building, speaks about FORT: family, occupation, recreation, and Miss Johnson, let me tell you a little bit about how I help people, just so you know why I'm here. The transition to insurance. So, family. Why do you want to know about their family? You want to know if they're local or long distance, active or inactive. Are they going to be the beneficiary? Are they involved in this person's life? Life insurance is sold to people who owe someone or love someone. They don't just buy it to buy it. This isn't toilet paper or tissues. Second, the occupation they did or do. Maybe they don't have a source of income. Maybe they're unemployed, under Social Security age, and when you're warming up, you find out they don't have a source of income, and you can find your way out the front door. Next, occupation speaks to the language they may understand. Were they a mechanic, a house cleaner, a cafeteria lady, a bus driver? What blue-collar job did they do that you can understand and speak a connection into that conversation? Recreation. Do they like to have fun, travel, spend money? In this phase, can you get them to like you, smile, or laugh? Basically, it's just a guide. You can use whatever analogy works for you, but you need a guide to be able to get from start to finish. So in your rapport building, make sure you're monitoring body language as well. This is the last thing I'm going to say. 85% of communication is nonverbal. 85% of communication is nonverbal. That means you need to pay attention to how they sit, how they slouch, how they laugh, how they smile, how they look. Engage in the body language side of things, and you'll be able to engage in more sales. So, a few minutes on rapport building this morning. Hope you can put that to good use in your sales going forward. Take care.